Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Week 9, Episode 9, 999. Where is it?
You lost it.
999. This isn't Episode 999, by the way. It's just Episode 9, so... Episode 9 of The Wrestling Rundown, where fans like us talk about wrestling. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Scott Flash Norton. That's Bogus Sting, and this is Vincent. We are the NWOB squad.
And somebody watched TNA this week.
You okay? Buddy? Buddy? Bogus Sting?
Hey, Sting.
Fake Sting? Regular Sting? Old Sting, which is way older than... New Sting, which is way older than Old Sting? I fucked that one up. He might be dead.
What if we started with our Raw review? Shit.
I survived! I survived TNA!
Whew!
You
That was a close
had
one.
us fooled for a second.
It was a close call. It put me in a coma for 3 days.
Well,
Yeah, I didn't carry him into the couch. I'm surprised you didn't notice until just now that he was not moving.
I mean,
I am the quietest one in the show.
yeah, this is true. I just thought maybe you took a nap, but a coma because of TNA is much more.
Serious
more.
than a nap.
No, it just makes more sense.
I think
Uh,
we need to do some PSAs about this.
Kids, don't watch TNA. It's not safe. It's a gateway show.
I'm sorry. It's a very serious situation. I shouldn't be laughing.
No, if you want to watch real bad wrestling, watch $5 wrestling. So bad, it's still better than TNA.
Ooh. Thank you, Cole Cabana.
Yeah, and Jake the Man Scout Manning.
Yep. But yes, this is Week 9, Episode 9 of the Wrestling Rundown.
Did I miss a lot?
Oh, no. You came back to life just in time.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
For the Raw review,
But
up.
before we get to the Raw review, it's Prediction Week. So, not only are you going to get the Raw review,
SummerSlam!
the midweek wrap-up, the SmackDown rundown, and Kevin Hawk's Indie Question of the Week, but you will be getting our SummerSlam predictions. Towards the end of this video, you'll see all kinds of annotations pop up, and that'll lead you to whatever video you want to go to. But for now, we are going to start with the Raw review, which we were at Raw this week.
We were.
We had a blast.
I think that's what allowed me to survive TNA.
The fact that we had a good time at Raw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Raw was fun. This was probably the most fun we've had at a wrestling show.
Yeah, it was the best Portland crowd.
Yeah,
I think.
Crowd was awesome. We're sitting around a lot of awesome people. Everyone making jokes. Everyone just having a good time.
And stuff happened.
Lots of stuff happened.
With things.
We opened up Raw with Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman coming out.
Mark Lesnar and the Super Jew.
Super Jew? No, he didn't call himself a Jew on Raw.
Did.
The prognostic Jew.
Yeah.
Rap.
Yeah. Yes, Paul Heyman rapped.
It was awesome.
What a great rap.
Probably one of the
It almost made me a Brock Lesnar fan.
Heyman, when are you going to release your album? I know Cena already released his. I got that when I was like 12.
I am demanding a rap battle between Paul Heyman
Oh,
and John Cena.
that's
That
how
should
we
be the
should
SummerSlam pre-show.
Yeah, no, that should be the SummerSlam main event. That's how we should decide the title.
yeah.
Screw all this John Cena versus Brock Lesnar. No one wants to see that. We want John Cena, Paul Heyman in a rap battle.
Yeah. Paul Heyman's rap, probably one of the best things of the night. And it's what we got straight out of the gate.
Funny.
So good. It was cool to see Heyman take... I've never seen him take something from his client's opponent and make it his own thing. And he did it. Check out WWE's YouTube page. I'm sure there's You know, if I can find it, I'll add a link in the description.
Watch fun
Watch it all the way
fact
through.
about what happened before the rap. We turned away and did not look at Brock Lesnar.
Yes, yes. We all stood up. We turned our backs, and we didn't turn around until Paul Heyman started talking.
That was a big silent "fuck you, Brock
Yes.
Lesnar."
Yeah.
Because we hate Brock
Hashtag
Lesnar.
"fuck you, Brock Lesnar."
Yeah.
If I had 4 middle fingers, I'd hashtag with all 4. Yeah, yeah. What you gonna do? You need to write Brock Lesnar on your
Yeah.
fireworks. And
I
shit.
don't think that they can tell that was a hashtag at that point.
That's what it was. But anyway, yeah. Paul Heyman opening Raw. Probably the best way they could have opened Raw.
No, I could probably think of like a billion better ways to open Raw, but
Paul Heyman rapping.
AJ Page Braun panties match.
Okay, you win.
Yep.
But yes, after Paul Heyman would end his promo by saying that he was going to take Brock Lesnar out to dinner, and told all the kids to play nice and not have a party because later tonight this is Brock's house and Daddy's coming home.
Yeah.
Which was kind of a disturbing line to have.
Yeah.
I don't want anyone to ever call Brock Lesnar Daddy.
I.
That's fucking weird.
Not even his children.
There's a lot of jokes that went around that I thought were hilarious, and I made them all the time about Paul Heyman and CM Punk's little love interest deal.
Oh yeah.
But I think that Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar have surpassed that, based on words from
Yeah.
Paul Heyman's own mouth.
Pretty much. What you don't know is in the gorilla position, they open mouth kiss.
And that's weird.
Another better way they could have owned up Raw was surprise appearance by Stone Cold.
Oh, there was.
Would have
We-
been better.
Are you just going to try and come up with all
Yep.
things that are better than the Paul Heyman rap?
Just things that would have been a better way to open. Like, I could come up with like a lot, way more things that are better than Paul Heyman rap that aren't wrestling related.
It could have
I'm
been.
going with just better ways to open up Raw than the Paul Heyman
It
rap.
could have been surprise appearance by Stone Cold, who came out and rapped.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible. Weird things have happened.
But moving on, we
Weird
had
things happened. Paul Heyman rapped on Raw.
Yeah, the prognostic Jew.
the prognostic Jew.
Super Jew.
Moving on, we had Roman Reigns come out. He was getting ready for a match. I don't even think there was like. Well, yeah. I guess Roman Reigns was walking towards the ring before the commercial break.
Yeah.
Roman Reigns came out, and we had the return of Corporate Kane, who was making sure that Roman Reigns was ready for SummerSlam by putting him in a handicap match against Ryback.
That's weird.
What a bunch of assholes.
I don't get it. I don't get why Corporate Kane again. I saw him throw the mask down. I understand that. I don't get the let's change him back. Let's make him Corporate Kane. Now let's change him back. Now let's make him Corporate Kane again.
I think it's funny that last week we were talking about the fact that they were trying to make us forget Corporate Kane,
Which I thought they were.
and then like Corporate Kane showed up on like every show except for NXT this week.
yeah.
But that's only because they pre-recorded it. If they didn't do the live NXT's Corporate Kane would have shown up on the next
Probably. But yeah, we had Corporate Kane came out and made the handicap match. It was entertaining watching Roman Reigns completely destroy Ryback. He kept punching Curtis Axel in the face.
Curtis Axel-
in that match.
Every
Yeah.
chance he got, he hit Curtis Axel in the face. It was hilarious. He spent most of the match beating the hell out of Ryback,
Yeah.
which I thought was awesome. Made him look. I mean, you don't need to make Roman Reigns look any stronger than he already does, but he beat the shit out of Ryback. Why did it have to be a disqualification?
Because
Because
WWE.
yeah.
God.
that's why.
Damn it!
But in the end, he did get to spear them both.
Yes, he did.
That was cool.
He did proceed to Superman punch and spear both of them. Very entertaining watching Ryback get their asses handed to them. We had Renee Young, who looked hot, get in the ring and do a little interview with Roman Reigns, asked him if he was ready for SummerSlam. He was obviously ready, and he would end his little He's so ready. He'd end his little promo with, what's a viper with its fangs knocked down his throat? A worthless little worm. And then he did like his little, believe that?
Yeah, that was...
He got a little gangster with it. It was kind of out of character for
Roman Reigns, you're not black. Shut up.
Hanging
Cut
out
that
with...
out if you feel like this.
You watched Roman Reigns beat the hell out of cardboard cutouts.
That was fun. They did that on something. He broke one in half over his knees. Superman punched the head off a football player and hit LeBron James in the back of the chair.
I'll add a link in the description. Check that out. Pretty funny.
Let's do
Pretty
it.
rad.
It's summer cleaning with Roman Reigns on like Fox Sports Network. or something.
Yeah.
Some sort of sports show.
Okay.
After the match, we would see Randy Orton and Corporate Kane run into each other in the back, and Orton would say, "Well, you know, Curtis Axel and Ryback couldn't get the job done with Reigns. A demon couldn't beat Reigns, so I guess I'm gonna have to be the one to do it this Sunday at SummerSlam." And Corporate Kane said, "Well, the Authority wants to make sure that you're ready for SummerSlam, just like we did with Roman Reigns. So we're going to put you in a match against Sheamus, which would end up being our match main event of the night."
Yeah.
A lot of groans because we've seen the match. Kind of like that.
I do that every time Sheamus.
You just don't like Sheamus.
I know. And he's a fellow ginger, and I can't.
Yeah.
Get your shit together, Sheamus.
But the match was good.
Fella.
We'll talk about the match in a bit.
Pretty good.
We get a little graphic that Stephanie had a confession. Stephanie's confession for the night.
When Stephanie's confession graphic came up on the screen, I was hoping for something way.
I think I'm gonna die again.
Yeah. We're not going to spend too much time on that segment when we get
guys, remember the TNA thing they did 2 years ago? When apparently Dixie Carter found out that AJ Styles had an affair with some chick or other and they had a kid. It was basically that, but without a kid. And this time replace Daniel Bryan in for AJ Styles. And his wife was involved with wrestling, so that actually made it slightly more relevant than the TNA version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
fact that AJ's wife had nothing to do
with wrestling
with TNA at all. So
Daniel Bryan was interviewed about this segment on IGN.com, I believe. And basically he just said it was stupid, and that's all he had to say about it.
Which I'm pretty sure we can all guarantee that this was simply a setup by Stephanie to get Brie arrested, which didn't need to happen. It was
the girl was cute though.
Yeah,
little downsy.
Cute. But interesting little story that me and Kevin have. We got to meet Chris Jericho earlier in the day before Raw. Very cool. We were standing in line waiting for the signing to start, and I happened to notice a car that was turning the corner, and I saw the letters ECCW. And Kevin's like, "Where do you see this car?" And
finally it drove like right in front of us.
Yeah, it drove right in front of us, and on the other side it said Elite Canadian Championship Wrestling. We're like, huh, that's interesting. It's like they knew Jericho was supposed to be here.
I said it was his car from home.
Turns out, the woman who portrayed the character Megan, who was the physical therapist of Daniel Bryan, happens to be someone who trained with Lance Storm at ECCW.
Yeah.
So we didn't even realize we were kind of getting a spoiler for Raw, like 5 hours before Raw started.
Pretty sure that chick was going to be in that car.
Yeah. So that was interesting.
Yeah.
Way more interesting than the segment was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her eyes were the size of pool balls.
But before any of that happened, we had Seth Rollins versus RVD.
Yeah, we didn't know we were going to get RVD.
Yeah.
We went
really
crazy.
Exciting
I saw them
for us.
I saw them
do this.
I saw them set up the pyro, and I was wondering whose pyro came down like that. I was like,
I knew whose it was, but I didn't want to spoil it for you.
I
that's
didn't.
a lie.
I wasn't paying attention to the
I've
pyro.
seen it.
Oh. I've seen it too.
Whose it was? I've seen it. more than once.
I don't know. It threw me the fuck off. I didn't know who it was.
I tried to tell you it was the Dudley Boys.
Yeah, you did. You got my hopes up. I was like, oh, you were close with ECW.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't notice the pyro, so as soon as his music hit, I was surprised and happy. And
I've never seen so many thumbs in one place in my entire life.
Yeah, it was awesome. First time in a long time RVD's been in Portland. Very fun watching him and Rollins. They had a great match, real back and forth. Rollins would beat RVD for the third time.
yeah, RBD, you gotta stop.
Yeah, you gotta stop going against Rollins. You are not on a roll with this guy.
I'm seeing like RVD and Bo Dallas versus Seth Rollins and R-Truth in a tag team squash match.
That'd be awesome.
No,
it would not. But yeah, Rollins would win. He'd be looking real confident. He'd be walking up the ramp, and he'd see the array of red and yellow presents that were set out for Hulk Hogan. It was Hulk Hogan's birthday on August 11th.
And what better colors to wrap the presents than red and yellow?
Black and white, maybe.
Spoiler. But Rollins would notice that
The colors of blood and urine.
Brock
Which is what
Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar promised that John Cena will be laying in a pot of love. And if that doesn't happen at SummerSlam, I want my money back.
You're using my network. You're not even paying to watch SummerSlam. But anyway, Rollins would notice that one of the presents was slightly larger than the rest. And seeing as how Ambrose likes to pop out of things and attack Seth Rollins, he got a little paranoid, went over and, he did that like...
Trying to make the present flinch.
was hilarious.
I don't know, if I'm Seth Rollins, I'm just gonna dive tackle the present and start hitting.
Yeah,
If I'm Seth
would've-
Rollins, I'm just going to walk right past it and just keep going. And if he misses his cue, then he's just going to like pop out and accidentally tackle the Usos.
Spoiler
or
alert,
something.
we haven't got to that part yet.
If he's
They
in
watched it.
there.
Oh,
If
yeah.
he's in there. Assuming
Yeah.
he's in there,
Yeah.
then that's
But-
what happened.
He'd try to make the present flinch. Nothing would.
It was like scare that prison
Yeah.
Seth.
Nothing would come out. He'd like kind of go around the back and no, he's not in there. He'd walk past, get ready to walk to the back, and fucking Ambrose pops out of the present and attacks Rollins. Just fucking wails on him. Takes him back down to the ring. Seth Rollins ends up jumping over the barricade, and Ambrose says, tells him to run because this Sunday he won't be able to run, and you may be able to watch SummerSlam for $9.99, but this Sunday I'm going to get my money's worth.
Yeah.
And then they play the wrong song.
My question is,
Which is
who
weird.
thought it was
Did that
a good
happen on
idea?
Raw? Did that happen like on the?
I don't know, because they edited John Cena's promo.
I went to Washington because I didn't
But,
I didn't double check Raw. So if the weird like Stephanie music played after Dean Ambrose did his little promo thing, post in the comments.
But my question is, who decided it was a good idea to get Dean Ambrose for Hulk Hogan?
Maybe Hulk Hogan has always wanted to.
That explains it.
Maybe Hulk Hogan's always wanted a lunatic for his birthday.
My bad. Also, side note to that segment, Shockmaster.
They finally got it right.
That's how you should have done it in the first place.
Well, in fairness, Dean Ambrose didn't have a sparkly stormtrooper helmet and a wall to trip over.
It's true. They did it right.
Yeah.
This is why you're out of business, WCW. Back to the whole Stephanie situation. After the woman would make her confession, Brie would come down. She would slap the hell out of Megan, and then she'd attack Stephanie. And Stephanie says that we're not going to wait till SummerSlam. We're going to finish things tonight. So let's see where that goes. Up next, we had Jack Swagger versus Cesaro again. These two,
Swag Sorrow.
fucking, why they didn't run a longer program after the Real Americans fell apart, I don't know why.
Because WWE's dumb and doesn't push Cesaro.
Because they needed someone for Rusev to fight next.
But
And other stuff.
that was after WrestleMania. That's 4. It was a long time ago. It was like... It's 4 months. Why? No, it's not.
It's okay.
You petting me is not making it okay. It's actually just making it really weird. But anyway...
See, if WWE had forethought, they could have did Swagger Cesaro for a little while longer, ending it with them shaking hands and having mutual respect, leading into Swagger versus Rusev, and then when Rusev beats Swagger, Cesaro could have come to fight Rusev. That then they would have storylines building off of other storylines.
He's not going to jump into the Rusev thing because Switzerland is neutral.
Yeah, but he would be friends with Jack Swagger is the thing. That wouldn't be a country thing. That would be, you heard my friend, I'm going to swing you.
He doesn't swing that way, bro. Also, side note on that match, that was the match they cut from Hulu.
Yeah.
This week's Raw.
Why?
That's probably the best actual match of the night.
It was the best match of the night. They tore each other apart.
They did.
And Swagger got busted in the mouth a little.
Yeah. Swagger got busted in the mouth. Cesaro was stomping all over him multiple times. It was really good. But the double stomp would actually come back to haunt Cesaro because he'd go for the stomp, and Swagger would immediately grab the ankle, trip him up, get Cesaro to tap out. Great match. And then Zeb Coulter would be talking about how we're going to be, the Old Glory, the 50 stars and 13 bars is going to be waving, and we all got to stand up and do the fucking concussion thing wrong. It scared the hell out of me. The Russian flag dropped. We had Lana and Rusev walk out, and then angry flag wave.
Shit got real.
And we couldn't see the angry flag waving because
there was a giant Russian flag in our way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we got to see Rusev.
Yeah, but
Lana.
We didn't get to see the "Fuck Yeah, America" flag wave.
Yeah, Swagger did that on the way to his match. So. We just didn't get to see him do it at Rusev.
Even want to see him flag off.
That's weird.
I mean, Rusev and Swagger to have a flag off.
Okay. Maybe. Up next, we had... I was really hoping we'd get to see these people, but we had the sit-down discussion between Bray Wyatt and Chris Jericho.
Yeah, which threw me the fuck off. Because they're like, Bray Wyatt, Chris Jericho, one-on-one. And my thought is, why? Why are they going to do this? The go-home Raw before SummerSlam?
See, no, I knew it was going to be a conversation, but I thought it was going to be in the ring, so that way, Bray Wyatt could have Rowan and Harper try to attack Jericho and get an advantage before SummerSlam, but Jericho would.
A lot of people were speculating that Jericho versus Wyatt one-on-one would happen, and if Jericho won, Bray Wyatt would be banned from ringside.
That's what I thought.
From their match at SummerSlam.
No. No, it wouldn't have made any sense for SummerSlam.
I'm a side note from this segment. A lot of side notes because we were there live.
Yeah, there are a lot of insight.
Cliff notes here.
Yeah.
I told you that Jericho wasn't going to be on Raw.
Okay. He didn't perform on Raw, but he was there.
Well, I mean, I told you he wasn't going to be there.
He was there, though.
He wasn't there. He was on the screen. That doesn't count.
No, he was on the stage for Hogan's birthday. He was there.
Was he?
Yeah, he was in his gear.
I didn't see him.
Yeah, he was, because we had, the New Nation over here. He was, like the second row back.
I'll have to go back and check.
Yeah. But yeah, anyway, despite not being... I was really hoping to see the Wyatts. Luckily, we got to meet Chris Jericho, so we actually got to see him. But, yeah, this was... It was an interesting segment because we got... It's not very often that you get, a sit-down discussion between two guys that are, getting ready to just destroy each other at a pay-per-view.
Yeah, I wish it had been longer. And if you're wondering how could they have made it longer, cut the fucking Stephanie Bree fucking other lady
crap.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Space
Cut
waster.
that and then give... don't even cut it out. Just make it not as long.
You started chanting waste of time with this.
Side note that I forgot to make during that.
Oh.
I missed most of that because I was getting concessions at the right time.
Yes, him and Sly Cody Fox decided to take a little break
I was
And-
using it for a pee break.
Yeah, I went out to get concessions, and I had my spot in line, and I was like halfway through, and then I heard a commercial. I didn't know it was a commercial. I heard the Stone Cold glass shatter, and I was like, holy fuck, what am I missing? So I got out of the line and ran back, and then I heard the commercial playing. I was like, oh. And then I had to go back into the
That's
line.
why it took you guys so damn long.
Yeah.
You got excited and thought we were getting to see Stone Cold.
It was a thing where I didn't necessarily think it, but if it was happening, I didn't want to miss it.
Yeah, like, fuck concessions. There's Stone Cold out there. But there was no Stone Cold.
Nope.
But yeah, back to the Jericho Wyatt thing. Really entertaining promo. It was like promo, but like insider discussion thing. It was really cool to see. You know, both of them get very personal. Neither of them get like overly hypey promo.
Yeah,
like I'm gonna destroy you this Sunday. Blah blah blah. They didn't get to. It was just like it was a very intimate situation. It was different.
When
Like,
Jericho does his talking like he's trying to be all crazy like Bray Wyatt, I just want him to go, do you want to get loco SA?
Well,
he wasn't
because that was
crazy.
his gimmick that he was doing back when he wore the suit after throwing Shawn Michaels through the Jericho. Like, he was doing that very calm, very precise, very careful of his words gimmick. And that's the Jericho he was giving Bray Wyatt in that
Yeah.
segment.
It'll be interesting to see how this match goes.
Are you really going to bring crazy Chris Jericho?
Yeah, he said,
I hope so.
because he said, you know, a lot of faces to Chris Jericho. You don't know what side of Chris Jericho you're going to be facing at SummerSlam. I'm hoping WCW Chris Jericho, but
If he comes, no.
If I
with the
If he
weird
comes out with that
ponytail,
fucking
I-
weird ass ponytail,
and Ralphus,
no, I'm done. He'll just come out with Howard Finger.
and a list of all of the holds he knows.
the master
Which-
of 1004.
well, it's probably more by now.
Yeah, actually, I asked him over there the autograph signing. 1007 now.
Wow.
Did he actually? I didn't actually. No.
That's a joke for the show.
What if Chris Jericho watches it and sues you for slander?
I don't think making him sound smarter would be slander.
Fair enough.
Chris probably go, 8, damn it. You should have said 8.
Up next, I had the unfortunate displeasure watching
His favorite diva.
my baby AJ Lee. Why?
She lost to Eva Marie, Tony's favorite hot chick in WWE. That's a shout out to
Is
Tony
it really?
Toxin. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tony Toxin, I'm calling you out, you son of a bitch.
He doesn't have the internet now, so he won't see this.
I'm gonna give him a copy so he can see
Have
me
him-
calling him out.
No, just have him come over.
Yeah, sure.
I'm calling him.
But it was all in thanks to my favorite,
Yes.
Paige.
Yeah, Paige would come out. She'd
Brittany. I know your real name.
skip around the ring, distracting AJ, and Eva would get the roll up 1, 2, 3. Then we had Paige's poem to AJ, which was adorable.
Way better than Heidenreich.
Yeah. Way less rapey.
Yeah, far hotter.
Like
I'd let her pin me up against a closet doorway thing while reading me poetry.
oh, because that's not weird.
Oh,
at all.
one
Just
thing.
saying.
One thing I did want to mention in Eva Marie's favor, I like the blue attire better than the white attire.
Yes,
That's
Okay.
the only good thing I can say about
enjoy
her.
seeing Eva Marie. I enjoy looking at Eva Marie, but when they
She's
give
already.
when they give her cheap ass wins, that's not helping her career.
No.
That is not helping further her in-ring career because she had one good match so far
By her standards.
Not even-
by her standards, not by Bayley's standards. But last week, Eva Marie had a good match. Bayley had a shitty match.
Yeah.
Eva Marie had a good one. Stop getting cheap fucking wins. It's not helping. Fuck you. I would, but anyway, I as much as I hated Eva Marie getting the win, I like that AJ just kind of looked over and went, okay, got out and just beat the fuck out of her. But yeah, Eva Marie got the bitch. Yeah. Still upset about that, and that's not even the first time. That was the first time. That's not the last time. That's what I'm gonna say.